So hello again. We now will apply a wash with acrylic earth shade on skin and the rust areas to keep the warm aspect of those areas, hopefully. We'll get the leather too. And spare most of the metal. Because we want to keep the blue cold contrast. This not only adds depth to the whole thing, but also gives us smooth transitions. And it kinda should give us a nice smooth finish. Should. Rather than doing too much in this instance, I'm going with 2 thin layers. So yeah, we'll see on the photos how this came out, and then we'll wash the bluish metal areas. I'm not quite sure if we'll use Athonian camo shade, which is actually green, or Nuln oil, or some other different wash. We'll decide on that in a minute. So here we are again, not for the last time. I think I'm decided to go with Basilicanum Grey contrast for the metal areas. Going over the big areas once, and then trying to let the paint settle where the shadows are the deepest. You can pretty much layer the stuff too, going pretty rough on the boots, for example, and on the metal panels I'll try to leave a bit of the metallics shining through, or no, that's shining through is the wrong word, but I try to not cover them completely. If it's too dark, just mix with water. I find that one can pretty much control the paint because it doesn't quite flow like a wash would. So you can build up gradients pretty well while it's still wet. Can work it for quite a time. I fear that the camera setting isn't that good to see how it works, or maybe it is. If I try and draw it, you can see it on the claw pretty well, I think. Now the question is if I go a bit of Mornfang brown on the skin in a few areas to make it a bit warmer. Not much. But makes a huge difference. So basically that's it. I might hit the metal areas with another dry brush and another layer of contrast paint just to add more depth. And then take some pictures of the final result to show you on my Instagram. Stay tuned, be excellent to each other. Thank you for watching. Okay, here's one last step. I mixed some Celestial Grey. Is it Celestial Grey? No, it's Ulthorn Grey. Sorry for that. With the Mechanical Standard Grey. So Mechanical Standard and Ulthorn Grey to add edge highlight and a few scratches to the metallic parts to get them a bit more interesting. And give them the proper focus. By the way, the brush I am using at the moment is, I don't know where I got it from. It's probably the cheapest and worst looking brush I have used so far. It's a, I think it's a synthetic. I prefer the term synthetic. And it's fantastic. It's really great to paint with it. And one of my favorite songs in the background. So the Orkboss definitely won't get that amount of attention. Most definitely not. Yeah, this step was much needed to get the non-metallic metal effect to the metals. So I toned down the metallic paint a bit too much with the washes, but now it's popping quite well. Bit too much over here, bit too shiny, so going over these parts with a flat black. Hopefully that's it. Not sure what color I want the eye. Yellow would seem a good idea. I'm really bad at painting eyes, I have to say that. Rather leave it alone. Finish the gun barrel with flat black. It looks good. Not quite the way I wanted. I wanted the metal parts a bit more blue. Maybe I'll revisit them later, or just do some variations throughout the army. Okay. Here we go. I'm not sure how long it took. Maybe an hour overall. There's still details you could add, like more scratches on the trouser, an additional highlight, and glow points on the skin. But yeah, the task will be to create a really good looking tabletop army quite fast, and then maybe go back and refine it. So stay tuned for the pictures on Instagram. It's possible that you will already have seen those pictures when you watch this. I'm not sure how fast I can upload this stuff to my YouTube channel, or how much else I have at stake or in the tube for my Instagram account. So stay tuned, and as ever, be excellent to each other.